What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be putting the gearbox and motor in for good, hopefully, on this one, and getting the clutch and that all set up and ready to go. So I've just got to drive down to the clutch and the brake and clutch shop to pick up my slave cylinder, because I got the two braided lines made from them, and then I'll come back and I'll get into showing you what we're going to do. Okay, so I just got back from the clutch and brake shop, and I got my clutch slave cylinder back, and they've fixed up the two braided lines. Now I'll be able to put this on here. It should go up over like that, bolt it on. See how now this clutch line comes out here? Clutch line comes out here now, and I can remote bleed it. This one will end up going to the pedal. I've already pressure washed the engine bay as well, like without being on camera, because I did have my mate over here the other night. We were doing brakes and that on his 200 series Land Cruiser. He was using the hoist, and then I just thought I'd knock it out there whilst he was here. I had to get the car off the hoist anyway, so I pushed it off and then washed it while it was outside, and then I've put it back in. But I'll put some clips of what it looked like before in here now. And then I'll show you what it looks like now. So I got all like that Japanese, I don't know, it's really harsh, like stuff that sits on here. You can kind of see it's still down in there. I didn't really go too hard with it, but it looks a lot better than it did. Okay, before I put the motor and the gearbox in for good, I'm just gonna pull out the accelerator cable, try pull out this wiring that like all this old standard wiring, like for the motor, and just get rid of a few things else that I need to get rid of. And then I'll I just want to put some oil in the engine and just try and turn it with my hand a couple times, get some oil through there, just for peace of mind, because it's been sitting for a while now. Okay, so I just undid the wiring and the handbrake cable. It's just pulled it all out through here. Just had to go inside underneath here. You had to pull a fair bit of stuff out of here. The ECU is located under there, and then there was a couple of plugs on the side here, and there was then you just pulled it out. But you had to get rid of that little air duct first, and that's the ECU there on the floor. But I just unplugged it for now, so I can get all the wiring out, give me a bit more room to work with. And the accelerator cable and pedal was just 2 bolts down there, and 2 bolts for the pedal, and that's out over here. So yeah, 2 bolts on that and 2 bolts on there for the firewall, and she comes straight out. Yeah, we've got oil now. Woohoo! After this, I can take it off the stand. I'll drain the oil, and I might just put it, like, do a quick oil change on my other little daily car. 4 laser, mate. Oh yeah! Absolute powerhouse. Thing loves the limiter and loves being thrashed. I'll quickly drop the oil out of that, put it in here. Okay, so I've got places to go now this afternoon. So I'm out of the shed and I'll catch you the next time. Oh man, I wish I was just filming then, and I wish I was filming the other way. It's like, I don't know why, but a jet just cruised past like low flying. That's why I was so surprised on the video, like scared the shit out of me actually. Oh man, I'm spewing that it wasn't turned the other way and you didn't get that. That was crazy. Okay, so I was gonna put a new pilot bearing in there and rear main seal. The rear main seal looks the same. The one I got should fit in there. Looks the same as the one I pulled out. Just used 2 tech screws and used the claw hammer, and that come out pretty easily, so I was happy with that. But yeah, this pilot bearing this one's pretty thick in that this one's, if I push it down the same way, it's not really gonna be the same like thickness hanging out, which could affect it somehow. This one still feels all right. Anyway, I'm just going to put a bit of grease in there, lube it up a bit, and then I'm just going to leave that one in there until one day if I buy a new clutch, I'll go ahead and buy the one for the clutch. That's all welded up and done. Man, that jet still got me shook, eh? That thing, man, shook the shit out of my shed and come flying past. Like, but like I have an air base, like just over the back of the trees there, there's a air base, like a military air base. So it's Anzac Day today. Been doing like a low fly pass or something for the military base, but man, it was sick to hear and then sick to see him just flying like straight past. Like, man, he wouldn't have been above that tree. That tree, like just there, he was probably just above that, and it was like moving, man. But yeah, this is what I've done. So got it all on. You just want to put the tack welds in a spot that where you're not going to hit the bolt, obviously the head of the bolt where you got to undo it. You just want to get it so they're just hanging on, and I always just try and go towards the center to keep them like balanced. I did stuff up the first one. If you saw that on the video, it was a big blob, didn't really penetrate as well. So but I cleaned it off and redid it, so they should hold for good now. I won't have any problems. And make sure if you're doing this, you put this backing plate on before you do it, because you do not want to forget that, I tell you that, because you'll have to go and cut all these off, grind them off and everything, and undo it, put it back on, take the motor out, everything. So make sure you got that on. So I've done these up all 20 Newton meters. 20 Newton meters on the clutch. I did like 100, I think, on the flywheel bolts, just because they were old bolts and I was going to weld them anyway, so I made sure they're on there. I don't really know what the torque setting for them was, but I also put red Loctite on these. It's just because it's spinning, so put some Loctite on it if it's spinning. Alright, so the motor and gearbox is fully bolted in now. In for good, hopefully. Never have to take it out. Fingers crossed. I'll show you like the clutch lines and everything. They're just missing. Everything's all clear. Yeah, it went smoothly. So clutch line, that comes out good. I'll probably just you know, once I bleed it, I'll just cable tie it back up here or something and leave it there. This one will go out there and then up towards the gearbox, sorry, the clutch pedal. Once I've routed up there, I've bolted down the engine mounts. Okay, so it's in there for good. Man, I scratched my engine bay as well, putting the motor in with the turbo, which sucks, but that's part of the game, man. Oh man, but I'm digging this now. Yeah, ready. She's ready to get thrashed. That's going to be it for this video though, so thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, Simon.